Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making egusi soup. I think this is also called melon soup, and it is one of the most versatile soups to make in Nigeria. So let's get cooking. So I'm starting by putting my cleaned meat in a pot. Then I added my washed stockfish head. So when I make egusi soup, I like to use stockfish head. And then I'm using goat's meat for this recipe, but you can use any protein of choice. Chicken or turkey, I don't know what that is doing in soup, but if you are that person, please do not hesitate to use it. I seasoned this lightly, added some roughly blended scotch bonnet peppers, some garlic powder, and some ginger powder. And I'll let that boil for just a few minutes, just till it's like 85% cooked. I don't need it 100% cooked because it's still going to boil in the soup anyways. So, like I said, egusi soup is one of the most versatile soups to make. It has like so many methods to it. There is the frying method, there is the boiling method, there is the lumpy type of egusi method, there is the smooth method. Guys, it goes like on and on. The list is just endless. So I'm making the lumpy kind of egusi soup in this video. That's why you see me trying to mix my egusi with some water. I was just trying to make like a semi paste because it helps. So I added some palm oil in the pot, my chopped onion, fried that for a bit, added in my chopped scotch bonnet peppers. I like that in egusi. Some people like to use dried pepper, right? But this is just preference, really. So I'm cutting in my my egusi right now, and my friend even had to say, why are you doing it like akara? The only reason I did this is because I was making the lumpy egusi type. So if you're not like a fan of that kind of egusi, please just put in the paste in the pot and just stir it together till it's like properly combined and just fry. So you want to fry this till all of the water dries up because it is the frying method you're doing. And you need your egusi really, I don't know, it comes out. So I particularly prefer the frying method because it comes out really nice. I don't know about the boiling method, but this is it for me. So I fried this consistently for a bit till I was sure that all the water had dried up. So if you are trying out the frying method, you want to use a non-stick pot so it doesn't start to burn, and you want to consistently stir this because you don't want your egusi getting burnt underneath. So I added in some crayfish. When I make egusi soup, I like to add my crayfish in batches. So this is like the first batch. And then I added in my chopped kpomo. See guys, I feel like chopped kpomo should always be in egusi soup because if you know I don't know, but I feel like chopped kpomo has its place in egusi soup because guys, you have to, when I eat, I just want to be eating as I did chop, make I just see meat. Get it now. Then I added in my pre-cooked meat and the stock. You want to be generous with your stock. Just add everything in and just mix that all up till it is all brotherly. So I added in some water to loosen up the texture, but when you are adding water, please guys, do not add too much because you don't want your soup runny, right? You just want to loosen up the texture so it is not too thick, but you do not want it to be too light. I added in some seasoning. I am not particularly a salt person, so if you're a salt person, please, you want to add in some salt at this point, but always taste before you add because you do not want to add too much, right? So I added in another batch of my crayfish. Like I said, I like to add my crayfish in batches. My mom used to do this, and some other people I grew up around, and I don't know, it just stuck for me. So that's it. So I let that come to a boil for about 3 minutes on medium heat, and then I added in my dried fish. So guys, I also think that dried fish and egusi soup are like 5 and 6. If dried fish is not in your egusi soup, I don't know how it's gonna come out because it adds some extra flavor to this soup, right? It really does. I covered that up and allowed to cook for another 4 minutes on medium heat because I needed my fish to soak up all the flavor in the egusi soup. At this point, I added in my chopped and washed Uziza leaves and ugwu leaves. So again, because of the versatility of this soup, You can add any vegetable of choice. Some people use bitter leaves. I think that is like very common in Edo State where I come from. Some people use scent leaves. Some people, like, you can just, whip something up. Just try your hands on something. I've used spinach to make egusi soup before and it came out really nice. Just do not allow it overcook. Guys, soup is ready. Can you see how beautiful this looks? Oh my god, I felt like eating this right from the fire. It looked so pretty. So once again, emphasis on versatility, because this soup is one very versatile soup that I know. You can have this with any swallow of choice. My dad used to have this with rice. I think you can have it with yam as well. I've not really tried that. I should try that. So guys, let me know how you make your egusi soup. Let me know if you are gonna try this recipe, and let me know if egusi soup is one of your faves like me. Bye.